Hey, well, welcome, gang. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts with John. I see that Craig loves my thumbnail. I know it was pretty fun. I wish I had time to make like a movie for the intro with regards to vegetables, but yeah. You know what? Here's the funny thing. I didn't eat my greens yesterday. I kind of did. I had, wife made corn salad last night. Corn chowder the other night. And I ate corn chowder again. So 2 days in a row on the corn chowder, no greens. Might explain why I sucked so bad this morning. This morning was one of the worst morning rollouts that I've ever had. Unfortunately, for the paycheck today, we got beat for $2,500. Unfortunately, we won 4 days in a row, lost today, and that's the kind of I'm going to show you something today in WinCraps that's going to make that reality stark for you. You can have an 80 or 90% win rate on a strategy and still lose money. Right? And again, me stop loss zero, right? So the big losses counteract the many wins that I get when I do it that way. However, if I reduce the stop loss to 50%, then the win rate goes way down. The win rate goes from like 85% to like 70%. So the stop loss being full or being half doesn't matter. You're still losing money, right? It will show you today how bad your advantage is on the casino. All right, corn is not a healthy vegetable. Corn has got something. Corn's got something. Well, corn chowder's got potatoes. It's got corn. It's got corn starch, and it's got what else? Pepper. I mean, it's good. There's all good stuff in there. It's not like I'm eating, donuts or something like that. Anyway, let's talk. Let's get into the show here. Not a lot to talk about really today as far as like new stuff. Friday night fights are coming up. We talked about it yesterday. Potter versus Mac, 6 o'clock Friday. I showed you yesterday how to get in. Get in. Please get into the list. Let's build up the queue for people to play King of the Mountain with us here. And again, it's not right now. Everybody in the queue is a YouTuber, right? All of us. I'd like to get some of you viewers, subscribers in there, please. So jump into that if you can. Daily paycheck, again, every day, 7 o'clock in the morning. Usually it goes pretty quick, right? I've been pretty good about winning fast, right? Which is awesome. Today, not so much. Today went all the way to the end. And today was a good example of the rhythm of a table, right? We went out there. Sorry, I got my frog in my throat today. At $5,000, right? I went 750 across, did the wedge. First shooter did great. First shooter got us to like 370 in profit. Right, we were like one more hit away, 7'd out, and then from that point on, it was a string of sevens. I PSO'd probably 6 times today. We fought back a couple times there, but man, it was ugly throwing today. And in fact, it brings me back to the point of yesterday, right? So in the yesterday's Daily Dose of DI, I said the facts don't care about your feelings, and I said it feels great to throw good. I had a couple of awesome throws yesterday in the morning show. In my practice last night, I did my 100 rolls towards 10,000. I shot really good. I had probably, I would say, about 50% of my throws last night, I would say I was very happy with. About 25%, I was really not happy with my throws. And I can tell, I'm getting to the point now where I can tell what's going on. Like, you can read the dice now. You can see, okay, that was a shitty release. The dice were flying, instead of flying, I'll show you, instead of flying straight, they flew like this and they hit on an edge instead of hitting flat. You can tell where the release, and I can make an adjustment in my throw to at least get better action. What I say about dice influence is the best you can do as a shooter is give the dice a chance to succeed, right? A nice flat flight, a nice flat landing, a soft kiss to the wall, and a soft result off the wall. That's the best you can do is get them to the point where they can do all those things. If all those things result in a good number for you, you gave them the chance, right? If you just huck them or they fly sideways like this, you give them no chance to succeed, right? It's like you're literally putting, you're driving on the freeway with your eyes closed. You got no chance of living, right? That's kind of how this morning was. Everything I did today was a flutter shot. It was awful. And again, the facts are I threw like crap and my feelings are bad. I feel bad about myself because of it. I feel bad about myself because I think that I had something to do with the bad results. I think that my throws resulted in us getting more sevens than normal because I gave the dice no chance to succeed. Is that true? I don't know. The facts are the dice hit bad, the dice hit the wall, the dice rolled like crazy, and it is what it is, right? We had an awful morning. how do I go back and say this right? An SRR we had today of like 2.8 at one point. I think it ended like 2.9. When you're trying to throw the dice right and you're setting them and you're doing your thing, I think today kind of shows this. Maybe this is confirmation bias, but I think today shows that when you're really bad at doing your thing, when your mechanics are super, super off, you get more sevens, right? I don't think I've ever thrown random, just sitting here in the morning, just chucking and hucking, and had an SRR of 3, right? I think randomly you're going to be at about a 6. You'll have spells where it's up and down, but never a 3 like that. And I think trying to set, trying to throw, and making it worse, I think I made it worse. I think today is a day where I made the dice worse than they would have been on their own, and therefore my influence was a negative influence. And you can call that confirmation bias. You can say the facts don't care about my feelings, but I feel like today my mechanics were so bad that I influenced the dice on the other side of this thing and had an awful day. And I don't know if I'm going to go to my grave saying that, but today I'm going to go out on the show and say that that's how it felt to me. So there's my daily dose of DI. It's not really a lesson. I just brain dump because it literally happened 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh my God, that was so bad. And it wasn't like I was throwing great and getting bad results. I was throwing really bad and going, oh man, that throw sucked. And then there's a 7 over and over and over again. So there it is. That's my daily dose of DI. Now let's talk a little bit about the craps for the cure. And again, I want to highlight this. Michael Feldman actually just wrote back. He was I'm on a email string with him and another subscriber. He was on a cruise, just got back from the cruise, so now he's answering emails. And again, we're mostly staying at Harrah's. He's a Caesars casino host. If you have a Caesars account, great. Just let him hook you up. If you don't, I've never had a host in my life. I never believed in getting comps or hosts or anything. I really don't care about that stuff. Typically, I just want to go and do my thing. But I thought we'd give him a call. Got hooked up with a great rate at Harrah's. So if you're going to Dice to the Craps for the Cure event in Las Vegas, November 18th, get with Michael, get a good rate, and I'll see you at Harrah's. It'll be great. If we're all in the same hotel or at least near it, that's going to make that pretty damn fun. So I did put a sign-up form out. So if you go to Discord in the Craps for the Cure channel, there's a sign-up form, and it's not going to lock you in. It's just like, what's your name? Are you coming? Are you a YouTuber? Do you want a t-shirt? That's really all that it is. It's just information gathering because David at Casino Quest wanted to get a sense of how many people might be there. So this is just kind of a yes, like an RSVP kind of thing. And Ian, who's taking care of the shirts for us, want to get a sense of how many shirts to order and what sizes we need to get. So if you're going to go, let us know in there. We can get some things preset and pre-ordered, and then I'll put an official format later on. Ian and I are talking, actually Ian, I'm going to call him that. He's talking today to the American Cancer Society to get us hooked up with the donation system so that the auction and your ticket prices and all that stuff goes right to the ACS, bypassing us. It goes right to the charity. So we're getting that hooked up as well. And hopefully by like Monday, we'll have that locked in, and I can get the website created for Craps for the Cure and get registrations and the auction items up there, and we'll start doing our thing. So it's going to happen pretty quick. Next week, you're going to see a lot of movement on this. Matter of fact, this show may turn in a little bit more to Craps for the Cure planning sessions because we got to get out there what we're going to do and that kind of thing. So that's happening. And in advance, I thank you for your support, for what you're putting up with me talking about it, helping out. A lot of people want to raise their hands and give us a hand. So if you're into that, again, use Discord. Let us know. I'll have more detailed information probably next week. I've got a pretty good set of who's coming as far as who I'm going to interview, who's going to play with us, who's going to be on site, and I'll get that list finalized here in the next probably, 4 or 5 days. So there's your Craps for the Cure update. And if you got questions, of course, or ideas, use chat, right? There's a bunch of us here today. Just jump in chat and let us know. What do y'all think about what you want to see, what you want to do, and everything like that. All right. Now let's jump into the topic, the meat of the day here, which is going to be WinCraps. So let me get. I'm going to go change my screen here and see. I think I want to go here. That's the wrong view. We want to see that right there. You can see WinCraps, I hope. I'm going to hide my face here. You don't need to see me. And let's look at what I did over here. All right. So on WinCraps, I got a bunch of people here, and I can't do all of it. Unfortunately, there's not enough. You only get so many people at a table in WinCraps. But let's take a look at what we have. Around the table, I got the pass line, flat pass line better. I got a pass line with single odds. I got a pass line with double odds, a pass line with max odds. I've got a place better who's going to place bet at the same level the flat pass line guy's playing. I got a place better who's going to place the place bet for double. He's going to match the double odds player's bet. And I got a place better who's going to match the max odds player's bet. And these place bettors are going to wait for a number and then place the point, basically. That's all they're going to do. I did not do the come bets this time. So the come bets aren't in here. The come bets, it can be said that they're the same as a place bet. They're not. Or as a line bet, they're not the same as a pass line bet. The pass line bet wins on the come out roll in the 7 or 11, loses on the craps numbers, and then it's the point. There's no secondary bet to that thing. A come bet wins on the 7 or 11 on the come out for itself, wins when the number gets hit, but can also lose on a come out 7 later on. There's an extra phase to that cycle. The pass line better doesn't face, but I had to code up 8 of these things last night, and I didn't get enough time to code the come bet version of it. I will do that one again at some point to see if there's a difference, but for now, let's just look at pass line with varying levels of odds and the place better matching the pass line bet. And we'll see kind of how that works. All right, let's go. And I'll show you the code for it. The code for these is all pretty similar. Let's look at I'll do the pass line with single odds. Let's look at him and we'll see how his code works. Now, what I did here, again, in WinCraps is I set a bunch of variables up that are going to track the state of the game. In other words, the decisions. And what I'm declaring as a decision is this. A decision is you've won some percentage. Here, our win goal, I set the win goal to 0.1, which is 10%. So a decision is you either win your goal, 10%, or you hit your loss limit, which is 1, which means 100%. Either you lose it all or you win it all, okay? Or you win your goal. So 10% win, 100% loss is what we're tracking. So a decision is anytime one of those two things happens. So I have 0 decisions to start with. We have no wins to start with. We have no winning percentage. We have won no money. We have no losses. And our loss percentage is 0. Our win goal, again, is set to be 10%. And our loss goal is set to be 100%. Those are the variables that I've given the game, all right? That's how we're gonna start it off. I'm making our betting unit, by the way, $100. We're buying it for $5,000. The betting unit is $100. And you can ignore these 2 variables here. Now, the gameplay is like this. We're basically gonna say, if we have a point, let's see, if a point, then remove all place bets. This is the place bet guy. So the place bet guy says this. If we have a point, sorry, I'm going to reset his place bets. He's going to remove all the place bets, and he's going to place the unit, which is $100, times 2 on the point, which is exactly what the pass line better is doing with double odds, right? Or with single odds. So the pass line with single odds is essentially, or the place bet with single odds is basically taking. You know what? This is wrong. As I look at this, the pass line single is wrong. Hold on, I did something bad. This needs to be this. I think I copied the wrong guy's code. Let's make this right. There we go. This needs to be this. Sorry. Let's go back and fix it. Hey, fixing it real time. Pass line flat is going to say, if the next rolls a come out, bet the pass line. Cool. The pass line with single odds is going to say, if the next rolls a come out, bet the pass line. Then we're going to bet the unit $100 on the pass line odds. If it's double, unit times 2 on pass line odds. If it's the max better is going to get automatically pay full odds. So he's going to take full odds. There. All right. Sorry about that. I had the numbers wrong. The place better is going to basically do this. If we have a point, take the bets down, and we're going to bet 3, 4, or 5 times the point, our value on the point. The place better with double odds, same idea. He's going to bet his bet times 2 on the point, and the place better with flat is just going to bet the base bet on the point, and that's it. So the place bettors are going to wait for a point, bet the point. That's all they're going to do, and they're going to take their bets down on any win. So what we have to do here is make one more change, which is this auto handle winning bets, take bet and winnings. So we're taking our bets down on a win for the place better. So it's one hit and down. They're not leaving their bets out there for multiple hits. It's one hit and down. That's it. Okay. I know watching code is boring, but I want you to see what I did. So when I run the thing, you can see all the results. All right, let's get this set up now. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go, okay. Let's do a new game. Yes, I wanna save that. No, not save the session. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to this screen over here. I'm gonna make, if I can, a bunch of these, and we'll zoom in later on. So let me go ahead and make this a little smaller. Sorry, my mouse is so, on this remote screen, the mouse is super tiny. There we go. Make that little. We're gonna make a new one. I'm gonna put all these guys' graphs out here so we can see them. It's gonna take me a minute to get it set up. I should have been more prepared, I'm sorry. Another one, another one. I need to get at least a couple more here. One more there, and one more here. All right, so here's the WinCraps. This is gonna be crazy town. So up top, we're gonna do pass line flat, pass line single odds, pass line double odds. And over here, we'll do pass line with max odds. In the middle here, we're gonna do the place bet at the flat level, the place bet with double, and I'll do one more, which is the place bet with max odds. So here's gonna be everybody's bets. Place bet max, place bet double. That's everybody. Okay, all the bankrolls are out there. Now you're gonna watch when I press the button, who does what. So if you have a rooting interest here, I know there's a lot of stuff on screen. Let me put this down below. Can I get this any lower? It's kind of hard. But here's your place bettors, are these 1, 2, 3 in the middle. Here's your pass line guys. Let's press the button. When I press the button, it's gonna go crazy and you're gonna watch all the graphs go, okay? Now something to look at is the jaggedness of the charts as these things go. You'll find that like over here, not a lot of volatility. The guys on the left, the pass line that's flat betting it, the place better that's flat betting it, pretty low volatility, okay? These guys, the pass line with max over here and the place betting with max, look at how jagged those lines are getting, right? The guys on the bottom right and the bottom, the more odds, the higher your place bets, the way more volatile your bets are. And you can see why the house edge on a place bet or a pass line bet is so low because the volatility is so low. These two on the left here, this one, I think you see my mouse over here, these two are so low because the bet sizes are low and they're not varying with odds, right? Over here, look at the amount of volatility over there. We'll let it run for a little bit. And I think you're gonna find when we're done, the differences in these play styles. Now, you may see some profit, you may see some loss. Every time I do this, it's a little bit different, but the percentages, generally speaking, work. Look at those. Look at that huge variation over here. Wow, we had a bad run of something. Usually, what you'll find is how long it takes to get where you want to be, and that's what we're going to look at when we get done here. Let's give it another couple of minutes to roll, and I'm looking at chat while that's going because it's going to be boring here while we let the numbers go. Let's see, Justice Jen. Yes, I'm going to put this up. Powerball is like $600 million, so get in on that. Wasn't it like $1.2 billion the last time it got really big? A little bit crazy there for sure. What else is happening here in chat? Anything important that I need to look at? PC. I want to get a good set of rolls in here. Let's see. Yeah, so Skill is, by the way, we're going to go back while this is going. Skill wants to say that's why having a darker, something hybrid style, helping the across bet is a wiser play. You're probably right. In today's rollout, that would have worked really well. Yesterday's rollout, I would have lost money with it because yesterday I made my $500 so quick and I knocked myself off the point twice, right? So yesterday would have been bad. Today it would have been great. That's the nature of hybrid play, right? Hybrid play, you're going to be, I'm getting a cold here or something. With hybrid play, you end up in this weird spot where you're going to be treading water and you're going to miss some of the better rolls because of it, because you're knocking yourself off. But regardless, today I sure could have used some hybrid play because it was a really, really, really bad sequence. Bummer. We'll give it another couple minutes. When I have all these things on screen like this, it just runs that much slower. So we're getting a a lot less total rolls. We're only at 7,000 total rolls here. And it's because it's got to redo the screen. I want to get to like at least 10,000 rolls if we can. Let's make sure that we're not also, no. I want to make sure I'm also not showing this window because that'll slow things down too. Turn that off. Let's let it keep going here. We're almost at 10,000. 8,000 rolls. 8,000 rolls should give us a few hundred decisions. And again, I defined a decision as one goal, $500, or lost $5,000. And yes, Melodic, the daily paycheck was brutal today. Horrible today. Just horrible, horrible morning dice today. Yeah, and I think, again, this, so here's the thing, right? Let's talk about this. The small DP this morning, so I ran the wedge, right, which was 750 across, no protection. And you bring down the 4 and 10, the 5 and 9, and the 6 and 8 down to a quarter from $100 each. The strategy that Greg and Chris have been putting out there, which is the Storm, same thing as 750, it's also got a DP bet with a huge set of odds. You take 2 hits to come down, and then you bring the don't pass odds down. It's a great system, right? It's a 2-hit instead of a 3-hit, and there's some protection there. So it'd be good to run those two side by side on the same set of rolls and really get a lens like we're doing here as to how it works. All right, we're 11,000 rolls. I'm gonna stop the drive. I'm gonna stop this thing from rolling. And let's take a look at the stats and break down some of the things that we're gonna see here. And I think you're gonna find, where is the window? Hold on a second. Come on, you. I think it's locked. Did it lock itself up? No. Hold on a second. I might be locked up. I might be locked up. Come on, you. Let's try. Oh, there it goes. It's just running. It's just running as slow as humanly possible. That's just cool. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go to the screen here. Open my stats window. I'm sorry for my throat. I got such a frog, I think I'm getting something. All right, let's zoom into this. I'm gonna zoom in as best that I can here. Let's go zoom. Whoa, no, not that. Can I just zoom a little bit? Can I just do like Control Plus? There we go. All right, let's look at each of these strategies and do some basic comparisons of the results. So remember, a decision is you won 500 or lost 5,000. The first one we're going to look at is the pass or the pass line flat better. Just $100 on the pass line and nothing else. Okay, this guy right here had one decision. Isn't that interesting? He won one time. He won $500, and that's all. That can't be right. That can't be right. Why did he only win one time? Did he go down early? Oh, you know what? It's probably what happened. Let's compare him to the pass line, to the place better single. This might be an interesting thing, the way that the dice may have rolled. Pass line flat better had one winning hand, $500. He never lost. The place better with a flat had 11 decisions. Check this out. He won 9, won 9, lost 2, and is down $5,000. What does that tell you? We had 11,000 rolls. In 11,000 rolls, betting just the point as a place, betting just the point for 11,000 rolls, only 11 times did he either win 500 or lose 5,000. Isn't that something? When you're at a flat bet, remember I tell you all the time, flat betting is the devil's work. Here's a flat better who literally had 11 decisions and only had 2 losses, but still lost money, right? There's a 81% win rate, still lost money. Isn't that crazy? But all those rolls, 11,000 rolls, only 11 times did he either win or lose. Crazy town. Let's look at the pass line with single odds. Same thing, pass line with single odds, right? Again, 11,000 rolls, only 39 decisions. And again, a decision is not a win of a bet. A decision is I won 500 or lost 5,000. 89% win rate, that's pretty good, right? And almost 90% win rate. He actually ends up in a little bit of profit, okay? He won 35 times $500. He lost the $5,000 4 times for a small net win, okay? That's pretty good though. 89% win rate is pretty damn good there. I like that for him. We don't have a pass line bet or a place better that has that same levels. Let's go the double odds player. The guy playing the double odds, again, because the volatility went up, so it's a $100 pass line bet and $200 in odds. The variability goes up, which means there's more decisions. So the more you're betting, the more often you hit win goal or loss. Again, 89% win rate, about a 12% loss rate, roughly. Did good. This guy here has a net win of $3,000 out of 83 times. 83 times he either won it all or lost it all. So that's a year's worth of play right there. He's up $3,000. That's actually stout. How did the place better that waited for the point and put the place bet out there at the same level, how did that person do compared to this guy? 83 decisions there. This guy experienced 60 decisions. So he experienced less decisions. Why? The place better is not taking advantage of those come out 7s and 11s, right? The 16% or the 22% of the time that the pass line better wins $100 on the come outs, right, equalizes or overstates whatever the wins. This guy only wins when the point gets hit. The pass line better gets win when that first condition happens or the point gets hit. Okay, their losses are bigger, but their wins are also bigger. But again, you're still 83% win rate ain't bad, but you're losing 18 grand. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, right, Jed. This is why, and again, we'll get back to this in a minute. I think you're making a spectacular point here. I'll put up on screen. 11,000 rolls is a lot, right? You're at the casino for 100 or 2 rolls, maybe, right? Even if you're getting 60 rolls an hour, 120 rolls. 180 is 3 hours. 11,000 rolls divided by 200. That's a lot. What is that? What's 11,000 rolls? 11,000 rolls divided by let's say 180. 2 hours worth. That's 61 visits to the casino. Right. That's twice a month for most. That's a lot, right? Twice a month for a year. This is what you're doing. But again, the pass line player bypassing the come out doesn't get paid 22% of the times those come out 7s, right? He also incurs the same amount of risk. That's why I want to run this again with the come better, who's got the come out 7 risk. I'm going to run this again over the weekend, and we'll do the same exact experiment on Monday with a come better versus the place better. But I wanted you to see how strong the pass line is, because the pass line, Victor says this all the time, the pass line's a strong bet over time. But again, it's not a home run hitter over time. Let's go to the max player. How did max players do? The pass line with max, look at that. When you maximize your odds, now you got 228 decisions. 228 times, you won 500 or you lost it all. Because again, the volatility is up there. Lower win rate, 87% win rate, so it dropped about a percentage point for this person, and $5,000 in wins. That's fascinating, right? Way higher volatility, right? He went way up. He's got 100 on the pass line and max odds, right? He had way more decisions, so he was crying and cheering 228 times for a $5,000 win, whereas the pass line with single odds player won 930, and the pass line player with double odds won almost as much, $3,200, with way less worrying, right? Way less crying. He only lost 9 times, where the max player lost his whole bankroll 28 times. Interesting when you see that over time there. And of course, the place better who bypasses the come out roll gets whacked, and he's still about that 80-ish% win rate because you're not taking advantage of the come out. So when you look at like the pass line bet with the 1.41% house edge is showing what it means here when you see this. The place bets that have a varying house edge of 1.6 to 4.5%. That's this difference in here. That's what you see here with this loss, right? It's not the win rate. The win rate is the same, roughly speaking. It's the loss because you're not getting the come out winner. So that low house edge comes because you're getting the come out win. Now, I'm going to run this again, not today. I'll run this again in the future here. Probably tomorrow morning we'll do it again before we do Friday Follies. with the come bets. And I want to do this. I'm going to keep the same place betters, but I'm going to work them with the come bet rhythm and see if the come bets that are set and have to fight the come out 7 losers, if that changes the rates. Because I think that it might be interesting to see how the come bet versus the pass line bet, one come bet versus one pass line bet changes because of that second come out 7, if that changes the win rate. I'm really, really curious about that. And again, I wish I had time to do all three styles of play, but WinCraps only lets you have a certain number of players around a table. So I'm gonna have to get rid of some players. I may just do like a single, like a flat bet comparison, a double odds comparison, or a single odds comparison, and a full odds comparison. And that'll be the only 3 that we do, and I can do it for each one of them. So there it is. There's a look in WinCraps at, again, longevity. I think it's fascinating that the pass line flat better only ever had one decision. That's really interesting. I get back to that screen again. Only ever had one win because of the volatility, or the low volatility. He did nothing. He just ran. If you look at this guy's chart, the pass line, let's find him. Let's get this thing here lowered. Come on, lower. You get out of here. You get out of here. The pass line with flat never got to gold. He was hovering around $2,000-3,000 the whole time. His high was 5,500. His low was 4. He got down to $400 one time, and he got up to 5,500. He never won gold but one time in 11,000 rolls, just flat betting the pass line. Can you believe that? I mean, honestly, that's 11,000 rolls of literally betting the pass line with no odds, and he only hit his 10% goal one time. Now that's this set of rolls, right? That could obviously change, but once you go down, fighting back from that is almost impossible when you're $100 at a time. The odds make that a little bit more achievable, but you gotta be able to afford the odds. I said it yesterday, you gotta be able to afford those odds. All right, so I'm gonna run this again. I'm gonna recode up, and I'm gonna get some come betters in here, and tomorrow morning, I'm gonna run this again, and we'll run it with come betters in there as well and see pass line versus come bet versus place bet. And I think we'll see some differences in all 3 of those as far as rhythm goes. And I think the way that I'm doing this too, I want to show you one more thing before I get out of here. I think it's important, the way that I do this. Let's look at the bottom of my code here. This is the most important piece of the whole thing, right? It's not so much how the bets are played, it's how I'm running the bankroll here. A lot of people in WinCraps will just let it run for 1,000 straight rolls or 10,000 straight rolls and just see what strategy wins the more. You don't play craps that way. I set this up to do it on a win goal loss limit system to track the number of realistic trips to the casino or realistic play sessions versus overall win and loss. I could take this out, run this again, and just say, how fast do you lose $5,000 or how far does it go in the win column? That's a different view of it. I viewed it like this because this is the way that I think most of us experience the casino. We experience the casino in sessions. We don't experience the casino in 11,000 rolls at a time, okay? So that's why I coded it this way, and I think it's important to note, if you go around and tell your friends, hey, John did a thing, and blah, 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 win rate, and blah, 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 profit level, remember how I track it. I track it based on sessions. Trips to the casino sessions that simulate win goals and loss limits. I don't do it, back to here, I don't do it with just the bankroll riding to 0 or riding to hero anymore. I used to do it that way, but we don't do that as people. So I wanted to give a more human look at this thing. What does it look like on a per session basis? And there it is. The pass line with and without odds, actually with odds, outperformed the place bettors. And I think it's because of obviously it's not, I think it's because of they had the same win condition. The win condition is when the point gets hit. The pass line player has the extra win condition of the come out 7, 2-1 over the come out loser. So they're going to make more money when you compare pass line versus placing the point 100% of the time. The difference I think there is going to be the win amounts. We talked about the small differences in win amounts, the $3, the $5, the $30 in win amounts on those bets versus the odds play is going to be what we see here. So tomorrow we'll do it with come bets, add a second losing round to it, and we'll see if that changes things. And in the meantime, tomorrow's going to be Friday Follies. So we got lots of things to talk about tomorrow. We're going to have some fun, crazy, ridiculous strategy tomorrow. And I think that's it. What else do I have? Do I have anything? Oh no, keep it G. What happened here? What happened? I see a G-rated thing. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, we had the sex people showing up. Damn it. Sorry about that. Jen asked me, can I run? Sorry, I'm looking down at my screen. Can I run the double pass line max odds versus pass line max odds? The DPL max odds. Yes, I will definitely do that. I've done that. I've done that before. I don't know if I have those scripts handy. I don't think let me just look real quick and see if I have them. Hold on a second. File. Oh, crap. I have them somewhere. I don't know if I have them here with me. Pass line max. Somewhere I've got the don't pass with max. I've run them side by side, and it's literally, it's the same. Like within $50, they're the exact same, because it's a 1.37 versus 1.41 house edge on both those bets. They literally are the exact same. When one wins, the other one loses, and they just do this all day long. It's almost the same. It just depends on the series. You get one of those bad series of come-outs or whatever, and one will lose their whole bankroll quickly, but they eventually battle back. So it's about the same. All right, let's go, guys. I gotta get to work. It's 8:41. We can want to roll the dice a little bit. I'm gonna redeem myself. Fuck it. Here we go. I'm done with my WinCraps thing. I'm gonna go to the table. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna go here. Let's go to my table, my Zoom view. I'm gonna go ahead because I'm so mad about this morning. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's see if Random Randy can help us out here. Let's get that later on. I got 20 minutes to get myself right. That's the wrong table view. Let's go here. Let's go here. Brian wants to know my scripts post. Not yet. I'm gonna make a public GitHub repo and put the code up there. I'm gonna have I'm running it through Steen at WinCraps. Have him review the code that I wrote. Make sure I didn't miss anything, and then we'll post it up there. Steen's got a big list of them. I'm gonna try and work with him and get a public repository of those things to be posted. So yes, they will definitely be posted out there. In fact, I'm going to do it with a template. So you have a template, like a script template that uses my tracking system as well. So you have all that. I will definitely post those out. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this. Can you see my screen? Yes, you can. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to finish our daily paycheck. I'm going to get this here so you can see that. Let's get this 2,000. I'm going to get it like this. 1,000, 2,500 bucks into my rack. Okay, 2,500 bucks in the rack, which is what I left downstairs with. I left the garage. I left the garage with 2,500 bucks in the rack. I was playing the wedge. Let's go ahead and do it right now. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to play the wedge. Actually, let's do this. Let's do 2,500 bucks twice. We'll have two players. Okay, I'm gonna go 1,000 bucks. We're gonna get 250 and change. Okay, we're gonna go the wedge here in the front. We're gonna go 750 across, and the back also the same thing. Two players, 750 across. For this guy as well, we're gonna get 1,000 bucks. Sorry, my throat. I know it's not good to hear that, but man. All right, so both players are out there for 750. This player down here, an additional, we're gonna go. I'm gonna give him 200 bucks in the don't pass. That's gonna be for this player here in the back. He's gonna play the storm. He's gonna take the same idea. We're gonna pull down. He's gonna get a point established, and he's going to come with two regressions instead of three. He's going to be fully right side up here. To get that $200 out, I'm going to lay the 4 for 500. That'll be 250 on the win here. So it's going to be a come out lay bet. Where's my lammer on the 4? So the wedge lays the 4 to protect the 200 on the don't. That will come down and become odds, and you'll see how it's going to work. Let me get my coffee cup over here because I think it's important. I'm not going to, well, I guess I will. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to do Crapsy here this morning. I don't do Crapsy in the morning because on this show here, only because, Jen, it's too damn slow to do this. And I want to get a lot of rolls in if I can. Let me open up my browser though and get the roll tracker in. Where's the good luck chip? Oh, you know what? You're right, dude. I'm forgetting my good luck chip every day. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe my whole problem is I'm not doing the good luck chip. Let's get a good luck chip out there. Let's go see who's going to be the good luck chip for today. Let's go pull. Let's see. Ooh, I'm just going to go randomly in here and grab one. All right, we have Hawaiian crap shooters. There's the good luck chip today. HCS. HCS, put them on the 12 right there. Brian, by the way, and Chef Dice kicked some ass in Vegas, it sounds like. All right, here we go. We're coming out. We are coming out. It's going to be a come out 10. All right, the point's going to be a 10. I don't care about the 10. The lay bet's going to come down. We're going to go ahead and lay the 10, and I'm going to lay it down here for $1,000 because it's 10. So what's going to happen here is this. He's got $750 out there. We got $200 in flat bets and $1,000 in lay bets, okay? That'll pay $700. $500 for this one, $200 for that one. It doesn't quite cover the $750. We're gonna be okay with that. The wedge is gonna be fine losing $50 if that's what happens to be the result here. So let me do this. I'm gonna actually, in the roll tracker, I'm gonna change the number because we have, from yesterday, I'm gonna start clean. Here we go, coming out. That was a 10. Come on, man, get out of the way. I moved my table, as you know, and I got cords everywhere now. So here we go. Now we're on a point of 10. Looking for a couple of hits here. Can Random Randy help us out today? Yes, he does. We get a 325. Awesome. So both players are going to get paid the same. And both players are going to do the exact same thing. Here we go. 175 for player in the front. 175 for player in the back. Both players are going to pull down their 4s and 10s back into the rack. There you go. Let's do it this way. Both players are going to go out for a quarter on the 4 and 10 out of their winnings, and both players pull their winnings back to the rack. And that's the wedge, and that's the storm in person, right? You take your 175 back to the rack, you pull your 4 and 10 down, and you're rolling. One more roll, and this guy's out of the hand. That's how it's going to work. Okay, here we go. I didn't put that in. 426. 426. Let's do it. There's a 1, 2, 3 aces. Now I forgot again to do I usually do a craps check in here. I forgot it. I'm not going to go back to it now, but I should have a craps check in there. 2, 1, 3. No help to me. There is a 6, 5, 1 mixer. 5, 1 mixer. So same deal. Both guys are going to get paid 175. 175 for man in the front, 175 for man in the back. They're both going to bring down their 5 and 9 to a quarter, like that. And all this goes to the rack. Let's get the racks set first, and then we'll make our adjustments. Okay, there's this guy. There's this guy here. So the wedge player is still out there at wedge level. The storm player is going to pull these down as well. He's going to take one extra level of pull down, and he's going to take a quarter, turn it into nickels, and be out there for 160. Yeah? So if you look at the racks, there's a nice big difference here. This guy's already out. He's already done. He's playing at 160 right now, and his odds come down. And he's got a $200 don't. So he's fully hedged, right? This guy's in basically a quote-unquote no-lose situation unless we get a 10 and we lose the don't. But he's out here protected against this. If he wanted to, right, what you could do here is really get yourself in a good spot and drop, $150 on this place 10 and basically cancel that bet out. That's actually a thing to do. We're gonna let the wedge play out the way the wedge plays out. Your flat bet is here, or the storm. Let's get some more numbers. Did I roll that? Did I mark that in? I did. Here we go. And we get a 10. So there's the situation, right? There's exactly what shouldn't happen, but up here, he gets paid $50, and we're not going to do VIGs. I don't care about keeping the lights on. A VIG up there, a VIG down here. We will lose $200 on that don't pass, which sucks a little bit. Now, for the wedge player, what happens is this. He takes his $50. Now he takes his 6 and 8 down, finally. out there at 30. We'll take this quarter and make it look like that. And go to 30 and bring all this back to his rack. And we're gonna get a rack check here right now because the situation just happened that you wish wouldn't have happened. He gets paid here. We're gonna bring that back. I'm just gonna same bet him for right now because I wanna see exactly at the position that we are with the puck off and a one sequence, what's the difference in the racks versus, they both have 160 out there, okay? The wedge player has got 500, 1,000. As a matter of fact, we can probably put, what we should do is take 400, 750, and put that back over here. If you want to be really, really correct about it, we can do the full bankroll. There's the full bankroll back. There's $1,000. He's healthy, and he's got $100, $210 in profit. Over here, the wedge player, or the storm player, there's 500, there's 300, 400, 500. His bankroll is also back to square, but he's only got 45 bucks in the rack, or 30, 40 bucks in the rack. So huge profit difference here because this guy was out for one extra roll and this guy lost the $200 on the don't, right? That's rearing its head right here. There's your differences that don't pass loss, but it was protecting you through other things. So you had this like sense of like, hey, I'm safe until you're not. So the actual difference in win here, if I take this 200 bucks away, look at that. Both guys are in the exact same spot. The difference is the $200 loss on the don't. Very interesting. All right, let's get a new point. They're both playing. And what I'm gonna do with my guy in the front is what I did in the garage this morning is we're gonna go out and be aggressive. There's a 5-2-7. Because again, he's still fighting back from zero, right? Is it 10? We're back on that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm sorry, my bad, I forgot something. In the storm strategy, on the come outs, we're gonna be on a 10, by the way. It's a 6-4-10. We're not gonna redo the don't and the lay once you're out here for free. You're out here risk-free. There's no protecting anything. This is just a go time bet. You're just here playing it to win. Up here, this person here, because it's me and I'm fighting back from the morning session, this guy needs to go fight. He needs to earn some money back. So we're gonna go ahead and bring all this down. And we're gonna go after this thing really aggressively. So the comparison stops right here for a minute. After the next point, we'll come back out and do the next point at the same comparison level. But for right now, we're gonna go and do the 660. We're gonna get out here and really, really get after this. I need one more set of quarters there. All right, he's on the 660. All right. I'm gonna put the chump change, as Vince would call it, over here. And there we go. We're gonna play this thing straight out. Did I get the money right? I put this guy's money back in that guy's rack. Sorry, that goes over here. My bad. All right, here we go. We're on a point of 10. Give me 2 shots. There's a 5. There's a 5. That's beauteous. 5 to fever. So the 5 pays. And what I'm gonna do here on this guy is play my favorite way, which is to full press the number 3 times, and we're gonna be out. We're gonna get hopefully 4 hits up in here and be done. It's one number hits twice or something random hits 4 times. That person will be done. This guy's just doing the 660. So he's gonna get paid 210. 210 bucks. We're gonna drop 10 from our rack and make this look like 880. So give me a second to make that change. It's gonna look like 200 bucks on all the numbers. $225, $240. All right, so he's at 880 with 50 bucks coming back to the rack. This guy here, press up the 5. Let's put that 5 in for 1. Inside number, please, Mr. Randy, and we get it, a 516, the mixer. Love it when a plan comes together, right? So back here, he's gonna get paid 35 bucks, And again, we're gonna take the cap and we're gonna full press that 6. So he's had 2 full presses, the 5 and the 6. Man in the front is getting paid $280. I'll pay him $300 for 20. And he's basically done. What happens over here, let's bring all this down. He's done the skill 660 after a 750. That's really good. He wedged to the 660 and made a pile of money. I'm gonna take his blacks and make the blacks look like purples. Just so we can see, there's 500, 1,000, 1,500 bucks. That actually becomes 3 purple chips. Come back to the rack, and he's now got 6,000 bucks, right? Started out with 2,500. So, I'm sorry, 3,000 bucks plus this here. He did a good job, right? He's up about $1,000 now from that transaction. That's actually pretty awesome, all right? Can we go back out again? Remember this morning I went back out again at 750 and did it and tried to do the wedge a second time? Maybe that's an okay move. I don't know. We might as well do it because we're playing it. Actually, I'm gonna wait for the point to finish. Let's let the point finish out. Let this guy do his thing. Did I mark that number? I did. Let him win his money, and then we'll be done. There's a 549. 549. Again, pays 35 bucks. We're gonna stack it. That's our 3rd hit. So remember the rules here. Right, in my double press strategy, what I do here is this. I say, we're gonna full press the number that came. If that hits a second time, we're out of the hand. If it doesn't hit a second time, then it's the 4th hit. So nothing here repeated, so we had to get a 4th hit to make it work. So let's get the 9 typed in. We're gonna avoid nastiness here. There's an 8, 628, 35 bucks, 25, 35. Now, we're out. This person can technically speaking be done, because they made extra money. They made nothing repeated, which is unfortunate, but you still take your profits out and you did this with your profits. Look at that. That's all extra money. We pressed it all up. There's 125 bucks. That's pretty nice, right? 125. And he's still out there at 160. I'd probably pull this back, right? This is it. You're done with this shooter. He did the storm. He did the 4 hits. He did his work, and he can go take a relaxation pill here while the roll finishes out. Let's let the roll finish out. I want to go back out and do the comparison one more time. Okay. I put the 8 in, 628. Both players did good. Let's get our 7. Let y'all play along here. They're both going to watch the roll because I want to. And the reason why I'm doing this, there's a 7 right there. Is I want to recompare the 2. I want to get back out there again and run the comparison again. So, and what I'm going to do, by the way, is this. We're going to we'll just go straight out. It's fine. We'll go straight out for 750. I'm going to make sure that we have the right chips here. We should. Puck is off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. There's the 50, there's the 700. He's out for 750 from his rack, and he's tight. Guy in the front, same thing. We're gonna go 100. I'll get the chips where they're gonna be in a second here. We need to get another black chip there. I'm gonna turn this in, 500 bucks for 5 blacks. And get him his change. They're both out there at 750. Bets are off during the come out sequence. 200 on the don't, 1,000 on the late 4 for the storm player. And here we go. New comparison, new shooter. Again, the rhythm is good here. Let's see. They're both doing the same thing basically in the inside. The difference is the protection. All right. Let's get that 617 marked in so we can start over again. Here we go. All right, come out. Oh, we're back to the 10. Back to the 10. Come out 10. Now, again, we don't need the lay back here, but I'm going to move it down there. I'm just going to move it from one to the other. Same thing. We get a quick 7. It's 700 bucks, losing 750. This guy here is fully exposed. He's got his pants down and praying that we don't get a quick 7 here. Here we go. I didn't mark the 10. 6, 4, 10. And what do we roll? Ace. I forgot keep forgetting. When I'm up here playing, I always forget to put the craps checks out. Bummer, because that would have paid us 175. It's all right. 213. We're gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna go back and post bet it. I'm not gonna go back and start now. Let's get another. Oh my God, look at that. Another one. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. We should have been in there both times. But once I don't do it, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and chase it. Here we go. 5, 2, 7. Here's where the difference is gonna be, right? Both players will lose everything. Okay. Our player at the bottom is gonna win 200 flat and 500 on his odds. 700 total. Lost 750, he's out $50, okay? There's where the Storm has a huge advantage over the Wedge, although last time it lost $200, right? Huge risk, right, to save this. This guy here just loses 750. I'm just gonna throw $1,000 out there and take 250 as change and go back to fight, okay? So there's the big comparator there, right? When you have that quick 7, it'll hurt. Saved 50, he lost $50 here. He lost 200 last time. He's always losing money because I don't have enough odds out here. I'm not making the odds bet quite big enough. Just get to be a sense of rhythm, all right? 5, 2, 7. Look at those rolls, by the way. Craps, 7. Here we go, new point. What do we have, 5, 1, 6? Oh, I forgot to have his lay bet out there. The lay bet should have been the 4. I'm sorry, I forgot that. 5, 1, 6. So we're gonna lay the 6 down here. 4. Let's see. Let's make the point of 6. The lay on the 6 for 2 rolls needs to be 200 there. We need to win 500. So I'm gonna lay it for. If I lay it for 600, that'll win 500, and that's 200. So again, we're gonna risk $50 basically. I could go a little higher here. I could make that 900, I suppose. Let's just leave it here. Again, it's a rhythm thing. It doesn't matter the exact dollar amount, but I think you'd probably play that a little bit higher. Maybe we should, just to keep it right. What if we went to 750 down there to win? 600 would win 500, and 150 wins 125. That's probably the better bet. Let's make it 750. Okay, and again, 750. The 600 wins 500. 150 wins 1 1/4. Okay, so 625 plus 2. So that way you're a little bit extra covered. Here we go. Give me a couple of points here, huh? 5, 4, 9. Good. They both get paid on the 9, and they both do the same thing. So same drill. Man in the front, 175. Pulls the 4 and 10. Goes to 1/4 with them. Brings back 3 1/4 to the rack. It's kind of a cool little thing, right? Guy in the back. Hey, same thing. 175. Bring down the 4 and 10. Make him look like 1/4. Brings back 325. Love that move. That's such a cool move. That's kind of a badass move, isn't it? 5, 4, 9. And we got a 4, 2, 6. That's great. So the Storm player is super happy because he's going to get paid. We'll do him in a minute. Guy in the front, 175. Bring back the 5 and 9 to 1/4. And you're going to bring back $375 coming to the rack. All right. Guy in the back, same thing, but a little different. He's going to win 175. He's going to bring his 5 and 9 down to 1/4, like so. He's going to bring his 6 and 8 also down. We'll drop $10 to make the caps right from him. And he's out. He's bringing his odds back as well. The odds come back. We'll put all that in his rack. And all this comes back as well. He's down to his base bet. He got there in 2 hits. He's at 160 in 2 hits. The other player still needs to work it for 1 more shot, okay? The other difference here, though, he still has this, right? He still has the risk. He's hedged 200 versus 160, which is beautiful, but he's still fighting this. So he still has $200 extra at risk unless you place the point, okay? You can pull the point down if you want to. I'll leave it out there. Again, $35 doesn't matter that much if we hit the 7. 426. There we go. That's going to be a 7 right there. There she blows. There's a 7. So the 7 cost you an extra 35 bucks here. Not a big deal. He loses 160. He wins 200. It's a net of 40 bucks. There's the 200, right? The other guy never hit the third one, right? He didn't get his third hit. He still had a 6 and 8 up at 150. So he misses out on hit 3. So he did bring back 700 bucks. He loses 50 bucks, essentially. This guy here ends up winning 40. And then in the net scheme of things, loss of 60, win of 40, not the end of the world for either guy, right? Rhythm. It's all about that rhythm. So let's take all this down. We'll do one more cycle. I think I have enough time before 9 to do one more cycle. We'll turn the puck off. And let's have, again, there's the 200. There's the big lay. And I'm going to get them both set up with 750. Six. There we go. Both players are set back up from their stacks. Lay bet is active for the come out roll. We didn't mark the 7. There it is. Now we're coming out. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. Did I screw that up? Was that a come out 7? Oh God. I think I screwed up. I think I either screwed up or wasn't paying attention. I feel like I owe each player some money. I think I messed that up. Damn it. Damn it. I think I messed up. John's gonna be late for work. Yeah, I think I messed up my payment. I'm sorry guys, I messed the payment up. I think I owe each player $750 from the rack. Actually, what I can do is put this money. Yeah, I did. Because it was a shit. We made the point, and then the 7. So that it wasn't a. God darn it! All right, let's get back to where we were. I'm gonna put all this back. Oh man, I'm sorry. I wasn't tracking the puck. So I'm gonna put this back in their racks because they should not have both gone back out again. I'll put them back where they were. So give me a second to do that. I'll get them back in the same spot they were in. Darn it. Sorry for the confusion. Coffee got cold over here. All right, here we go. So now we're going to be from the bank. I'm going to put them back where they should have been. This guy was at the 160. He also had his 200 bucks is still sitting there from before, so that doesn't change. The guy in the front, he was at this. He had 25, 25, 25, 25, and he had the 150 and the 6 and the 8. Like so. He was here, okay? That was a come out 7, which basically what would have happened is this. I should have been here, right? To cover the 200 bucks. So really it should have been 500, not 1,000. 500 covers 200. That would have won 250. That come out 7. So you replace that. You take 50 bucks to your rack, and now we're right. So I replayed everything. We're right now where we should have been. I'm sorry. Come out 7. Brutal. Sorry for the dueling mistake. Now we have a come out ace deuce, which is great because we get paid here on the ace deuce. That's a 2-1-3. So this guy here lost 200 bucks way back. He just got it back. Okay, he just got his 200 bucks back. There's another ace deuce. Look at that. $200 more back. Now, what I'm going to do here, I covered my bet, 200 bucks, and then I won 200 bucks. I'm taking the lay bet down. There's no reason to have a lay bet out there. This bet out here is more than paid for. So we'll do that. We'll let that thing be more than paid for, 2-1-3. And let's get a point. Come on, shooter, get a point. 8. Last series here. We get the 8. And again, oh shit, this guy here can decide to pull that bet. It's fine. I'm leaving it out there. It doesn't matter. It's who cares? All right, let's go. This guy in the front still needs to get one more hit to pull the wedge off. He's all that to say he was like way behind. I'm way behind the roll here. 549. Sorry for all the confusion. 549 pays 35 bucks. And he can wedge finally down his 6 and 8. After all that, he's okay. He's at 160. And we're bringing this back to the rack. So he's finally clean. Man, that was a mess. I'm sorry for the mess. Down here, the 9 also pays 35 bucks. Again, he's going to press. He's going to do full press 3 times and out. Guy in the front, just like before, once we wedged it down, we're going to go to 660. We're going to take the big aggressive stance, and we're going to go 660. Give me a second to get him set up. All right, he's got 660 out there. He's going to take 2 hits. The skill 660 up front versus the rack 2 blacks here in the back. Did I get the 9 put in? I did. What is going on? Is somebody messing with the freaking roll tracker again? Or is it me? That's got to be a 426 and then a 549. I got to put a password on this roll tracker. It's just a website that somebody's entering rolls in as I'm going here, and it's screwing me up. There's a 6, 516. So how this works out is thisly. The guy in the front pays 210, 210. He's going to drop 10 and do a 220 press. So it's going to make this whole thing in front look like 880. I'm going to get all the greens out of here. So it's going to be 200 on the 5 and 9, 240 on the 6 and 8, and 50 bucks back to the rack. That's how that works. Okay, he's at 880. The person in the back for 35 bucks is going to do a full press of the 6, and now he has full pressed 2 numbers, the 9 and the 6. If one of those 2 repeats, he's done. Otherwise, he's looking for 4. 516 is now entered. That is the point. No. What is going on with the fucking roll tracker? Whoever's doing this, I'm going to come to your house and beat you. I swear to God. The point is 8, not 6. This is really pissing me off. Five, 4, 9, 5, 1, 6. Stay off the damn roll tracker. Here we go. It's making when I look up there and see where I am, that's where I make dealing mistakes. I'm looking at the roll tracker to see what the points are supposed to be, and it's somebody's typing it in, and we're getting messed up. Here we go. So that whole thing, the whole rewind, may have been a shit show because I'm looking at the wrong rolls up there. So whoever's doing this, get the fuck out of my roll tracker, or I'm coming to your place. I swear. It's an ace deuce followed by aces. Now I'm all pissed off. Give me an inside number. There's a yo. 3 horns in a row. 6-5 yo. And there's a 9. Okay, so we got our inside hit. 6-3-9. So again, this person back here, they pressed the 6, they pressed the 9. The 9 hits. That's going to pay 84 bucks, which is great. 75, 80, $4, and they're done. Right? It's something repeats, or you get 4 hits and they're out. This person is out of here, man. We made all the profits that we needed to, and we're out. Let's take a look at where they got to on that. That's a quarter in reds. There's 200 in greens. Nice. He's pulling back 200, actually 300 bucks in greens. Look at that. He's pulling back 300 bucks. 314 bucks off the table with that one little badass move right there. That's fan-freaking-tastic. Look at how much he's crushing this guy in the rack. Look at that. Just doing great until now, because that's going to pay we're going to pay him 300. It pays 280. We'll pay 300 bucks for 20. We're going to take 20. It pays 280. We'll take 300 for 20, and he's going to bring his bets down as well. Right? And there he goes. He's got 500, 1,000, 1,100 and whatever dollars. So let's get 2 purple chips. 2 purple chips coming back. He's back to his starting bankroll plus whatever this profit is over here. Okay, let's give these guys both a quick profit check and see where they got to, and then we'll go to work. All right, so let's get his rack right first. We're gonna go pull 5 blacks out and make that look like the 2,500 he started with. Both players are at starting bankroll. You can already tell who won this thing, I think. There's 500. There's 500, it's $1,000. And there's 2 more blacks. So 1,400, there's another, let's get him 2 purples to make it look right. There's 2 purples, so 1,400 and whatever this is, $1,490. Not bad. The wedge guy, 1,490. He still has 200 bucks out there. I'm gonna pull his don't down just so we can do the math. And let's see what this fella made. Come out winners helped him out a little bit. He did a good job. He did a good job. There's $4, which nobody cares about. Tip to the dealer, right? For putting up with whoever's messing with the roll tracker. There's a quarter for the reds. 100, 200, 300, 400 in green. And he has 500, 1,000, 1,600. That's awesome. So $1,500, there it is. Actually, 1,700 bucks. 1,700 bucks. Nice job. So 1,700 to 1,300. $1,719 to 1,300. Pretty good. He beat him by a good handful there, and I think those come out winners didn't hurt. Right, 400 of that is come out winners for sure. Really, that's the difference. You take that 5, and let's just visually break it down and pretend that those come out winners didn't happen. These players are basically tied. That was the difference. It actually saved him once from a loser, which this guy had to eat a loss and fight back. This guy didn't have to fight back from that loss. He fought back from 1 don't pass loss. So the wedge versus the storm, actually it's a pretty close battle. That come out winner series was the difference there. Very, very interesting. And a fun little roll out there. Now, again, I think I might have screwed up in the dealing because the roll tracker got out of whack. I don't know, but damn, there we go. All right, guys, I gotta go. Bone tracker is not free, Duracell. I think you're wrong about that. I think Bone tracker costs $12, right? Unless they changed it. You got to sign up for the forums over there. Hold on a second. Let's go over here. I think you got to sign up, if I'm not mistaken, for the Access Craps forums, which is $12, and then it's free, right? So yeah, Bone Tracker is great. And I don't know what you're talking about all the way through here. I'm going to try and jump into this, make sure I clarify the stuff. I have no meetings. I'm fine. This roll tracker that I use, let me actually zoom in here. I'm going to change my screen. I want you to see it so you know what it is that I'm messing with here. So I've got this here. Whoop. There's 3 tracking apps out there, right? There's the one that called the KPI that George and Troy from Craps Nation created. It's a Google spreadsheet, Google Docs spreadsheet that basically does this. You type in your number and you get the set of rolls like I'm doing. Same thing I'm doing here. It doesn't work well on the Mac. For whatever reason, that script that they have going in that spreadsheet makes it's too slow. And when I type in the numbers, it takes like 10 seconds for it to show and it just consumes resources. So I can't use that one. So I asked Troy and George, can I make my own? Do you guys care if it looks the same? They didn't care. So I wrote this one as an app that I wrote in React that basically does the same thing. I type in the numbers, we see the things, and I can slice this out and show it on screen. The problem is it's got a link. It's a URL, it's a website that we go to make this happen. So anybody who knows the website where the roll tracker is can just come in here and type rolls in. I got to put a password on it to protect it. I know that the KPI also exports. We have an export feature here that creates a comma separated file that I can load into Bone Tracker because Bone Tracker has actual statistics. I just got a couple of stupid little like charts of like how we did today. Not official, not great. Bone Tracker actually gives you like information. Mine's just giving me raw statistics. This will export to Bone Tracker, but again, because it's free, and it's a URL. You can get to it yourself and start putting roles in. So I gotta put a password on it so nobody can do that. And again, I did this only so that I could do the role tracking on our roles. The only reason why I wrote this app was to do this. Come on, where are we at? That. I wanted to have the line across the bottom with the roles in it. That's it. And the KPI that George wrote doesn't work for me. It runs my computer. I think both of them can export the bone tracker, and that's it. Brian says I suck. Me and the role tracker forgot the hard 8 and then backed up and entered a 2-4. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Whatever. If I screwed it up, I screwed it up. I'm sorry about that. I don't remember that series. The other day, somebody hammered me on this thing. Somebody deleted like 30 roles in the middle of the show. So there it is. All right, guys, that's it. Make a second one. Yeah, Durst, I will. What I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is, let me go back to the other screen. Is just like we do for the CDTV website. I'll make it a Discord login. You log in with Discord, you have access to it, and what it'll do is it'll use your username as the unique key, and that way it'll be there. So that's it. I'll make it what is it? Safe and free and all the things, right? So I'll fix it, and I will also, Brian, get better at typing my numbers in because sometimes I mess up. All right, here we go. Have a great day. That was a long ass show. Sorry about the length. I've been at this since 6:50 this morning. So Zen. I got to get back to Zen. We almost made back our losses from the early morning show there. So, all right, y'all have a good Thursday. Practicing again tonight, and I'll see you again for Daily Paycheck. Another quick WinCraps review tomorrow on the come bets, and then hopefully some Friday follies, and we'll do something silly. So that's it. Happy Thursday. See y'all later. I had fun too, Jen. Thanks for saying that. It's always fun to do this. I'll never stop. Y'all have a great day. Bye.